First meeting of Brenda was very quiet, but dedicated and showed up every day.
Who's that quiet girl in that office that never comes out to interact with anybody?
I just remember that she was hired by my mom, Donna, as an ISR.
And I told her it was nights and Saturdays. She goes, no problem. And then she went right on the phones.
Within a week, I think, she told Donna, I can't do this, came to her in tears, I think, and said,
I don't like people hanging up on me and being rude. And I went, okay, because you have to call a lot of people. She goes, I don't think I can do that. Do you have another position in the company I can get into?
But she wasn't going to quit. She was just like, I need a job. I'm doing this for my family. And she was super committed.
So my first impression was like, this girl is willing to work.
Well, there was an opening in the mailroom where she didn't have to talk to people, and she was happy as a clam.
She ended up pretty much running the whole mailroom by herself. And then from there, she progressed into administrative, and she's worn many, many hats over the years.
Yeah.
Probably a few that didn't fit her well and she hated. She even was the finance manager for a while.
What?
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Yeah.
Not afraid to do anything.
Yeah, she would.
Or I shouldn't say that. Brenda doesn't like change. So
True.
she's reluctant at first, but then once she gets her claws into it, then she masters it, and before you know it, she's doing everything around the office.
Yeah.
So that's what I remember, is being a new mom and just fierce. Like, I'm doing something, and that, I think her commitment to her family transferred over to her commitment to the QHS family.
She puts herself fully into it and watches the company as if it was her own.
It's her ownership of the entire company. She knows how important it is for people to get their paycheck on time. She is...
And for them to be right, to be absolutely correct. Her attention to detail is frustrating.
She's not afraid to...
Lay the smack down.
Sometimes she's just like, I'm gonna punch that person, you know, like...
I mean, I have problems with getting her all my credit card receipts, and I get an email that says, hey, you're missing all these credit card receipts, and normally I don't respond, and then I get another email that says, hey, here's a reminder for your credit card receipts. Then I'll scramble and I'll find them and get them to her, and you know, but yeah, she's on top of her stuff.
I'll do better, Brenda. I'm gonna get better.
She's just great. You know, it's a good start to my day to go in and say, good morning, Brenda.
You know, I go in, I show her pictures of my kids, and she asks about them all the time, and you know, when you ask me about my kids, you're gonna get a picture in your face. So.
Me and Brenda have a love-hate relationship. We pick on each other, call each other names, but when something really important happens, she can be a great friend or someone to talk to if you need to.
There's times where I have to vent or somebody pisses me off, to be point blank about it. And I'll give her a call, and she's right there for me. She'll listen, you know, and she'll voice her opinion, whether I like it or not.
She'll make fun of you for it later if you open up to her, but, you know.
But she never turns anybody away for anything. She cares about everybody. As a matter of fact, for the first year I worked here, I never met her. She was just a voice over the phone. She's up there, I'm down here, but her and I have a very good friendship. I can't believe it. I can't believe she's here that long. But it's understandable. She's such a hard worker.
I mean, everybody in the company is touched by Brenda. You know, she processes everyone's paycheck, so that's one you want to be nice to.
I've seen her cut vacation short. I've seen her come into work sick. I've seen her just to make sure everyone gets paid on time.
She had surgery, I think, on a Wednesday and came back to work on Monday so that she could complete payroll. But her hand was wrapped up for several weeks. She had to do her whole job left-handed.
She's not only very dedicated, but she cares.
You know, there was a time when I was living paycheck to paycheck, and I could write bad checks because I knew come Friday I'm getting paid because Brenda's on top of her stuff. So, and I appreciate that about her because I appreciate getting paid every week. If you don't appreciate that, then well, you're just an right?
And she brings us all candy. Like the candy bowl. Like how many?
It's always full.
How much candy has she bought over 30 plus years for this office? You guys should all be grateful.
Yes,
You're
and
lucky.
You should be bringing bags
You're
of candy
lucky.
to share.
Yeah,
Yes.
bring your own damn candy. She's the wizard behind the curtain in The Wizard of Oz. It's like she's making stuff happen, but just leave me alone.
Brenda doesn't want the spotlight. She wants to work behind the scenes. She's told me that several times.
Pay no attention to the woman doing all the work behind the scenes.
When I've asked her to get up and speak when she's gotten an award, she'll just say, okay, I'm not the speaking type. I don't want the spotlight.
She's not going to like this award at all. She doesn't.
Yeah.
She tried to get out of it saying she had to do payroll.
Oh, Juan's been here 30 years too. That's amazing.
You're asking a lot because we're going back 30 years, but I remember the first time I met Juan.
Like, who's this Vanilla Ice looking Asian guy with the flat top and the funky dance moves?
Competent but reserved.
He is not reserved. Juan is the most outgoing person in any room I think of.
I didn't really get to know Juan very well until a few years after I started working here. And, you know, we started doing football and betting pools and stuff like that.
And when Super Bowl rolls around, he always calls me and says, you want some squares? Because he knows I do.
He makes sure Donna gets taken care of.
What impressed me so much was how fast he had learned that presentation. I mean, he had it word for word, and it was like day 3 in training. I just couldn't believe it. He just blew my mind away.
I think after about 3 weeks was ready to quit. He was just not having a lot of success.
He came to us from a management position at Toys R Us, and I think this switch in a stable environment to outside sales of a product, he seemed uncomfortable to me.
Bart Ritchie, the founder of the company, actually worked with him a little bit, went on a ride along, and said, you'd be crazy not to pursue this career. You're right there.
The following month, he went out and had one of his better months that he's ever had.
Once he started tasting the success, he kind of got in a roll.
And then you're like, oh, that's what it looks like. You gotta have some clarity. If you don't have clarity,
Juan has always been in Fresno, but as he's grown and expanded his capacity and his capabilities, although he's based here, he now oversees all 3 sales divisions for all 3 offices.
Decision. When you come in here, this is it. Even if you're working part-time, even if your goal is to work 6 months here and go somewhere else, that's 6 months. You got to make a decision to say, I'm going to give everything I got in that 6 months.
He's known internationally as one of the best sales managers and sales trainers.
I think he enjoys what he's doing. He enjoys teaching other people, growing them as people, whether they stay here forever or they move on. I think Juan leaves a lasting impression on anybody that works with him or for him.
You know, we went through a lot of different times while working here. The economy's been great. We were together when the economy went bad. We were together, you know, during the COVID times, and so, you know, there's been a lot of ups and downs. But one thing Juan he's always steady.
Rarely see the man negative. I mean, even if he's in a bad mood, he doesn't stay that way. He'll find a way to turn it around, or if you're in a bad mood, he'll snap you right out of it. You can't help but not want to listen to the guy or get excited with him. It's just his personality.
Wasn't there for a couple months till I realized that he was the life of the party at every nightclub in town.
That boy got moves. He can cut a rug for sure.
Juan has no shame on a dance floor.
If at any time I get a chance to be on the dance floor with him, I'm there.
Thinks he's the best dancer out there. Like, he's not.
Well, I've seen a lot of change of them over the last 30 years. I mean, this is a long period of time, you know, from single and dating and clubbing and to having kids to getting married. I am proud of Juan for as far as he's come in his career, but I think I'm even more proud of him as a father and a husband.
Me and Juan have been through a lot together, good things, bad things, but I think one of the best memories was when his first daughter was born. They showed up at the hospital that day and he's like, look what I got. And that was the happiest I think I've ever seen anyone in my life. Watching those girls grow, I mean, they're everything to him. So, and he takes that same passion and love he has for his daughters and translates that here to work and puts that into his people.
He's like a big brother to everybody almost, you know. He talks to everyone, he's interested in everyone's stuff, you know.
He'll give advice anywhere he can give to anybody that's willing and smart enough to listen to him, because he's got a lot of good nuggets to share, that's for sure. I know I've learned a lot from Juan over the years.
For Juan, I think it's in his blood. I mean, QHS is a part of it, and he's been here for 30 years. I don't think he'd have it any other way.
I just want to say congratulations to Juan and Brenda. I'm very proud of both of you for all your accomplishments over the years, and I want to thank you for everything that you've done for the betterment of Quality Home Services, and thank you for the 30 years of service that you've given us. Love you both. Take care.
Congratulations on 30 years, Juan and Brenda. It's been great working with you.
Juan and Brenda, congratulations on your 30 years. You truly are a cornerstone of Quality Home Services, and it's been a pleasure to work with both of you for the last 20 plus years.
Juan, Brenda, congratulations on 30 years with QHS. The company wouldn't be the same without you. Look forward to seeing you here for many, many more.
Brenda, congratulations, and Juan also, for being with B&D Quality Water and Quality Home Services for so many years. We would be lost without you. So congratulations on your 30 years here, and I hope you never retire.
Okay, Brenda, I can't believe it. You caught up to me. You're in here with the 30-year group now, but you've done a great job over the years, and you deserve it. You really do. Deserve every congratulation you can get, and know that people do care about you. Juan, it's me. Congratulations, old man. You joined the club. Did a good job. Hang in there.
Brenda and Juan, where would we be without the two of you? I don't know, but you guys both offer such stability. You're like our brother and sister, and I'm so thankful that you guys came to Quality Home Services, because we would not be where we are without either one of you. Thank you both for all of your contributions. We love you.
I want to thank you, Brenda and Juan, for all the hard work that you've done for QHS, everything you've done for me over the years. It's too many to count, but most of all for the friendship. I'd be lost. You know, you can have all the money in the world, but it's the friendships and the memories that you have with those friends and the experiences that make all the difference. So thank you for a wonderful 30 years, and hope we get many, many more years together. Love you guys.
Juan, Brenda, congratulations on your Cornerstone Award of 30 solid years with Quality Home Services. Thank you for all that you've done to make this company what it is today. It certainly wouldn't be the same without you.